Hello everybody, welcome back to 7 Days. We are in the 2.0 update, which means we are playing the Storm's Brewing update. We are on day 31, and of course I still, as of right now, have not updated to the 2.3 because it is still in experimental. So just waiting for it to go full-blown before we go updating anything. But first, if you missed the last episode, we just got ourselves moved into this biome. I currently have this whole situation taken care of. I had to take a couple extra minutes to get all of my things divided up into their proper boxes. What we need to do now is go through the loot that I fought very hard to get to and never even touched at the end of the last episode. What did we get? Alright, we got money. The Magnum Enforcer Volume 4. A double pocket mod. A book in the apocalypse. Say it's not. Wow, a tier 5, you say. And a couple of actual books. What you doing? Don't do it. Whatever it was you were thinking about doing. Did I seriously not check this floor for loot? I think I ran out of time. Gonna have to ask you guys to walk around, please. Hi. Just making sure you're taken care of, my dude. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear everybody else out. Would much prefer not to tango with the bear. Dude, I don't think I can get to you to help you out of there. You're just stuck. Enjoy. A book! So anyway, the reason why I'm joking about the books is just an emphasis on how often we get a book. And I'm not even leaving in all of the times I get a book. A book! Also, really quickly, I think I actually recorded this a second ago, and I stepped away and then came back, so I wanted to make sure I actually explained this properly, in case Editing Liz couldn't do anything with the babble that I was doing earlier. The reason I'm joking about the books has nothing to do with books, reading, magazines, the whole nine, the IRL version of a real live book. Obviously, whenever it comes to the apocalypse, having books and paper copies of things is going to be very, very important. What I'm referring to is, rather than in a game where we are worried about survival, our character lacks the ability to do a thing and learn to do a thing better. We do not learn via any other means other than these books. And not only do these books represent the end-all and be-all of progression in this game now, but it also dilutes our loot pool, as in the magazines that you get, not the books, but the magazines that you get that teach you how to do everything. It is no longer interesting to open up a container and find the 5th book of 10, the 20th book of 70, the 50th book of 100 that you need for any series, and that has to do with every single skill that we have. We have now got books that actually govern all of these things that we have to learn how to do. All of this stuff, look, it's 1 of 100, 1 of 50, 1 of 75, 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 1 of 100, 1 of 100. Let me know when you get tired of this. 1 of 100, 1 of 100, 1 of 100, 1 of 100, 1 of 100. I hope you're already in the comment section saying you're tired of this. 1 of 75, 1 of 100, 1 of 20, 1 of 100, 1 of 75, 1 of 75, 1 of 100. If you have not already hit that comment section saying that you were tired of hearing that already, there's something wrong. What I'm getting at is all of these books are in our loot pool. that we have to find. And just because we finish, see, on robotics, I have 100 of these books already. I have already looked at 100 of these magazines. Let me specify magazine. I have already seen 100 of them. Just because I have seen 100 of them already does not mean that I will no longer see any more of that book. That is by design for people who are playing multiplayer, so people can go out, get stuff, and bring back for other people to read. I understand why that exists. I am not saying that because I have finished off robotics that suddenly I want robotics to stop showing up in my inventory. That's actually not the fix I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is a way of doing progression in a slightly less linear pathway and have more to do with way humans actually learn. It's a combination of studious learning, as in books, learning from somebody else, and hands-on experience. That is actually what I'm talking about, and it's not just that. It is also the absolute desecration of a loot pool. As in, whenever you step back and you daydream of slapping zombies with your baton, whenever you're thinking about an apocalypse of any sort, and this is just an exercise that people do, not that they actually are wanting to do this thing. Some people are. Make no mistake, there's somebody out there daydreaming of the day the zombie apocalypse can start and they can start looting people's houses freely because they already loot things as it is. The point being is one of the biggest things that people like to contemplate doing is going out and finding cool and interesting items. Things that will help with survival, things that they think are neat, things that tell a story, things that are just things, you know, sellables, things that they can use, things that make their life better, things that they can use to decorate their home with. Things. Whereas right now, our loot pool is so diluted, and I have actually covered this extensively during my live streams. Check out my VODs channel. I have covered them in dev streams that I have talked about. I have covered them in several of the dev stream coverages and nitpicky things that I've been doing on the Saturdays, if you guys are curious. But when you think about particular types of games, a survival game specifically, you think about going out and looking for things that help you survive. What is the 3 basics of survival? Food, water, and shelter. Okay, well, how often do we go out and find food? We find the occasional can, okay? We find the occasional sham sandwich, which really doesn't make any sense since the sham sandwich existed before the apocalypse that we're currently going through, and I cover the timeline in another video last Saturday, as a matter of fact, so if you're interested in checking out the timeline and all the sketchiness that goes on there. The point being is food is a necessity your character has to find, and it's always interesting finding new foods for your character to try out, and if it comes with any perks of having found certain types of food. Then the water situation. Well, you can't get excited about finding dirty water. You can't even get excited about, okay, I found dirty water, I can turn this into water, and then I've got an extra jar. You can't even get excited about that anymore. You can get excited about the occasional time that you might find one of the energy drinks inside the loot or something like that. That's something small. As far as shelter goes, you don't actually find anything really having to do with your shelter other than maybe occasionally finding something having to do with one of your workbenches. It's rare, but you can occasionally find them. So, rather than us being able to find things to decorate our home base with, rather than us being able to find traps we can set up in our base, like wooden traps or barbed traps or anything else like that, barricades that we could find, you know, the sand bags that we can find and stuff like that, rather than us being able to find those types of things and bringing them back to decorate with for our home base. So we covered food, water, shelter, and yeah, those are basics, but there's nothing really cool and interesting in those items that give us tangible, fun things to play with, and that's what I'm talking about. We're playing a video game, and it is a survival game, but it's also supposed to be fun. Otherwise, why don't you just go outside the yard and touch dirt and eat grass or whatever it is to just survive, if that's how you want to do it. But the point in playing a survival game is to have fun doing it and for it to feel somewhat immersive, that kind of thing. So if I'm walking into a house to try and find stuff, I'm out there looking for food that I can go ahead and eat that stores for a very long time. I'm looking for water that is potable, and then I can go ahead and drink it. I'm looking for things that might make the area that I am currently staying in a little bit easier to deal with. Plus, I'm looking for other things that would help me survive. Aside from that, I'm looking for containers that I can put stuff in to carry it back. I'm looking for a watch if I haven't already found one. I'm looking for compasses. I'm looking for pens and pencils and stuff like that so I can mark down maps. Heck, I'm looking for a map of the town. I mean, lots of random things that I am looking at, but whenever you're playing this game, this is what you're actually finding in your containers. Parts. Plastic pieces. The most cut together thing that we can find in here is duct tape and glue. Because it takes a couple of steps to actually make this. As far as the rest of the stuff goes, these are as if you took something in real life that you would find inside someone's house and scrapped it down to its bare necessities and then threw it in a box. And that's everything that we find. So there's no cool little interesting fun things to find anymore. I mean, we don't even find interesting clues that we can change our character into or dyes that we can change the color of our stuff, our clothing to, and things like that. So whenever I'm joking about the books, it is both me being sarcastic and trying to make light of a situation that I actually think is quite dire for this game to figure out. Yes, in our latest adventure, whenever we took over this place, we did in fact find ourselves a machete. And during last week's recording, I found a tacky. So those are cool. Those are 2 weapons. I can tell you, if we were in the US, I probably could have walked into a house and found a machete. A tacky probably wouldn't find that maybe in 1 or 2 houses of people I may or may not know. But things like that. I wouldn't go in there and find a stone shovel or something like that inside someone's house. So to me, the loot table is broken and our learn system is broken. And this is just kind of me being a bit snarky, a bit sarcastic, not actually saying that should an apocalypse happen, throw away all of your books. That is not what I'm saying. This is not the words that I am speaking. Just so you know, guys. Okay, now that we have cleared that up, and hopefully everybody understands, and hopefully if anybody has questions, I can just direct them back to the Day 31 video on what it is that I am talking about. I think we probably need to go up here, see our trader again. Yeah, there's a secondary trader. Yeah, let's go to this trader. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a mission. Alright, dude. You do you, if that's the thing that you want to do. There we go. Now it's actually in a parking spot. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Hello, dude.
We're not besties. We're not gonna be hanging out. We're not pen pals. Let's just get down to business, okay? I'm not feeling real chatty.
Did a whole lot of talking for someone who's not feeling chatty. Ecotrash recycling. Have I been in this one before? I do not recall. Nomad headgear. Hang on. I am wearing their nerdy XP gain. Do I need nerdy XP gain, though? Armor. I can only make tier 2 items right now. You know, I really think maybe I should try looking into getting some different type of armor. Food and water usage? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Modify. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and scrap that. I don't necessarily need the less food and water usage. Oh no, it's a book! Not that I necessarily need the food and water usage to be reduced. My character's actually doing okay on it. But I do need that extra little bit of armor. Hi! How you doing? I'm going to guess we're going this way. Yes. Nice landing. Welcome. Can I hit you into the fire? There we go. Okay. That was a enjoyable way of being able to take out the bad guy. Not that they take a whole lot of damage from the fire. They most certainly... Hi, how are you? They most certainly don't, but... Okay, I heard a dog. I heard a doggo. Okay. Everybody's sticking the landings today. Well, he did not. Never mind. Can I interest you guys in an extended warranty on your processing plant? Blue is mine, man. Blue is mine! What's going on down here? Does the HOA know you're here? Okay, this is a whole bunch of garbage. Not even fancy garbage. Hi, ma'am. Hop, skipping, and jumping over here. This seems safe. Yep. Yep. Very, very safe. Where on earth am I even going? Ugh, I guess I'm going in the right way, because I'm still fighting zombies. How did you get back behind me, dude? On sack? Dude! Move. Book! Hello? Hey! Dude, what are you even doing in there? I'd prefer it if you did not get up. Oh, you were faking it. You were faking it. Nobody likes a faker, my man. Shoes? What kind of shoes? Treated hit crit healing. Oh my gosh. What am I currently wearing? Running speed. Medium armor rating. This is a light armor rating. That does 10. This does 14. You know what? Maybe we go with the whole meta of if you don't take the upper tier thingy, they won't give you the upper tier thingy you are looking for. Yeah? Yes, I'm trying to figure out what the price of aluminum is now. Could you tell me? Hello? Hi. Apparently he died crunching numbers. What is even that? This is how you know when you're stressed about your job, you really get into your work. Hi, Frank. The color. Oh, that looks comfortable. You are not getting away, sir. Not doing it. Eye candy skull crushers. This one is not working. Here, I'm gonna work on it for you guys. It'll be pristine in no time. Ah, geez, dude, who would have thunk it? You keep wrenching it, it breaks. That suspiciously looks like a loot room, but this also looks like a big battle arena. Good heavens, dude. Don't do it! It's way out in left field. Come on, dude. Need to make a hole in one with your face. Okay, what did we get? Working stiffs box. We got a magazine. 2 magazines inside that one. Another magazine. a book for honey, which is good, because that's the way you can get honey from a tree. We got a raider helmet. I am not putting on that ridiculousness. It's not happening. Hey! I could have swore I paid for last night, ma'am. You did not have to follow me all the way over here. I was coming back. Okie dokie, we have gotten everything, and I am severely encumbered. Let's head back.
Good work. There's always more work to do, if you're interested.
I think I will go for the advanced fitting mods. Hey, I see your inventory. Tier 3 ratchet wouldn't be a bad idea. I can make a tier 4 though. No, I did not choose this place because there's a cafe and a booze vault right behind me. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, the high school you say. Now which one is this? Okay, this is definitely one that I've been to several times. I could have swore there were new schools, but I have as of yet to get one of them as a mission. They must be tier 5s. A book in the apocalypse! Dude, I am so lucky. Those things have got to be so rare. Hey, dude, you got a book. Did you know that? Frank. I like the form. I like the form. It's even got the pointy toe thing. Did you take ballet? Beautiful, beautiful form. It sounds like there's a horde outside. Oh, there's a few. It is a few. Dude, I found books in your packet. He must have been going to the library, guys. Definitely, that dude was going to the library. Hi. Guys, we found a library. Guess what we're gonna find in here? Uh-oh. Somebody's very unhappy. Are you over here drooling on everything? Stop. That dude's just rolling around on the floor. I have to ask you to stop getting up, sir. Dude's just out here playing on the roof at night. He's going to get detention. There we go. I have got 2 points! We were definitely going to go into stamina last time I checked. I don't remember if we put any points into stamina, but I know that's what I was supposed to go into. My goal is to not have to worry about using anything besides my baton during the horde night. While you're down there, dude. Hello, housekeeping. Hi. How goes it? What do those lockers do to you? Alrighty. Tear the building down. I don't care. I didn't make it. That's disgusting. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but he was doing like the fish wiggle with blood spraying out and everything. We good? Let's just check for, I don't know, glue, meds, testosterone. I mean, what are they feeding kids these days? You know there's some big old bad guys up in here, right? Dude, I was reading a book. Obviously. That looks very complicated, whatever it is you're doing right there. Please don't go through the planet. Zombie land shark! Alright, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to come out of here. Yeah, we're gonna wind up breaking loot. There we go. Oh no! I'm gonna guess those guys were playing hooky and are trying to sneak back into class. Guys were hiding under the bleachers. Don't you hate it whenever you got one of those parents that likes to be very, very easy on their kids and just like everybody suffers because of it? You're not standing between me and spanking... This is already going too far. Oh no, more books. Dude, so many books. Some ammo, look at that, look at that. Books. A pump shotgun, now there we go. I will sacrifice my wood for that. Nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. Just a couple of missions done. I think tomorrow I want to run to the wasteland and go ahead and get started on that. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, but I also have to build a horde base. I will see you guys next time. You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye!